Good morning. Welcome to the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament Championship Sunday. We start this morning with our 9 o'clock game. The Travelers out of Denver, Colorado, the visiting team, against Naughty by Nature, Pueblo, Colorado team. We start, the first batter was Douglas Jesus. He flew out to the left fielder. Guillermo Rodriguez just got on as a pass ball through the first baseman's glove. So we have Guillermo Rodriguez on base on second base. This is Travis Rosales here announcing alongside Jeff Rosales, keeping the scorebook, and Luciano Framno taking care of all our technology. Strike called on Luis Ascanio. That's going to drop for a base hit. As Travelers bring in their first run of the morning. Guillermo Rodriguez scores as Luis Ascanio gets a base hit in the left field. We have one out with Manuel Rincon up. Manuel's the pitcher for the Travelers out of Denver. Mario Ariano, pitcher for Naughty by Nature. Tyler Ariano, his catcher. That's in for a strike. Changeup pulled out of play. I don't see anybody chasing the ball down. Hopefully we can get maybe someone from Naughty by Nature. Ball outside. Pass ball. Decides to stay. Good call. Tyler Ariano with the gun. Out to second base. Rincon, 2-2 count, one out. Runner on first. Ground ball to the first baseman. That's Josh Tejas. Handles that for out number 2. Tejas, last night, game-winning walk-off in the park home run to seal the deal in a out-of-time limit game. So we played that last game with the last inning, no time left. Home team, Naughty by Nature, comes in. Josh Tejas, first at bat, first batter of the inning. It's a nice shot to right field, gets past the right fielder, and that's all she wrote. So Naughty by Nature coming in, feeling pretty good about their game last night. Ground ball to Mario Ariano to Tejas for out number 3. So at the top half of the first inning, score is 1-0. Travelers get a run in the first inning. We'll be right back after a few messages from our sponsors.
Fort Lewis College has a very large Indigenous student body. We take a lot of pride in that, and serving Indigenous communities is part of our mission. It's part of who we are.
For Fort Lewis to be able to change lives, they need the financial support. They need the generosity of Alpine Bank.
Banking doesn't need to be complicated. Above all else, Alpine Bank wants to help you achieve your dreams. It's that simple. I'm Glenn Gemmeron, President of Alpine Bank. For over 50 years, our focus has been on you. And for the next 50 years and beyond, that won't change. Because a better tomorrow for our customers starts with helping their dreams come true today. Caring together.
Welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado for the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We are in Championship Sunday. First game this morning, 9 o'clock game, is Naughty by Nature out of Pueblo, Colorado against the visiting team Travelers out of Denver, Colorado. Top half of the inning, Travelers were able to string a hit and take advantage of that hit, grab a run to take the early lead, 1-0. Now we get set for the bottom half of the first inning. Our first batter, Marcus Casados, followed by Jake Galena. Efren Perez batting third. Eli Trujillo, cleanup. The pitcher, Kareem Reyes, batting fifth. Josh Tejas, first baseman, batting sixth. The pitcher, Mario Ariano, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Jacob Cordova at shortstop. And batting ninth, the catcher, Ty Ariano. Pitching for the Travelers is Manuel Rincon, his catcher, Luis Escanio. I'd like to take a moment just to recognize a few of our sponsors. Alpine Bank out of Pueblo, Colorado. Angeles Chapel, family owned here in Pueblo, Colorado. Waste Management, Heart and Soul Cafe, and the Arriaga family in memory of Paula Maxine Arriaga. So we have Marcus Casados leading off, right fielder, leadoff hitter here. Marcus looks that one off for ball one. Bracket play on Sunday. Our game limits extend an additional 10 minutes, so all of our pool play was 75 minutes. All the way up until this morning, we're at 85-minute games. Marcus works himself into a 3-0 count. Scano, the catcher, trying to get Manuel Rincon in the zone. He's able to do that. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball to the third baseman. Snags it up. First baseman Bobby Segura can't handle it, but a nice play by Mike Segura. Marcus Casados just fast on the baseline. I give that one a hit. Jake Galena, the batter, shows bunt. Ball a bit high and outside. Ball a little low. Manuel Rincon, the pitcher. Ball outside. Rincon struggling a little bit, finding the zone. Another 3-0 count. Jake probably gonna take, and he draws the walk. So the first 2 batters on base. Marcus, the base hit, and Jake Galena picking up the walk. It brings up number 3 hitter, Efren Perez. Little up. Rincon thought that might have been a strike. Efren Perez, originally from Venezuela. Transplant to Pueblo, Colorado, graduate of Pueblo East High School. Standout baseball player. Switch hitter. This kid could swing. 1-1 count. That's gonna hit the gap. So it's bouncing off the fence. Efren making his way to third base. Marcus, Jake Galena coming in easily. Efren takes a look, decides to stay at 3. Stand-up triple for the 3 hitter, Efren Perez. Kid, just ton of talent. So that brings up Eli Trujillo, center fielder for Naughty by Nature. Called strike. Ball high. Watching the footwork of Manuel Rincon. That hop is a little bit questionable, but Ray Alvarez behind the plate has no issue with the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eli Trujillo thinks about it, holds off for the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Efren Perez on third base after hitting that stand-up triple to right center field. Thinks about it, he's gonna go home, and it looks like he's gonna get there safely. Efren Perez scores on the pass ball. And Naughty by Nature jumps to a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Here in Pueblo, Colorado, so if you're anywhere near here, even those fans out of Denver supporting the Travelers, come on down, watch some live men's fast pitch. Plenty of games this afternoon. Championship game should be somewhere around 3 o'clock. First game again, Naughty by Nature home team against Denver Travelers out of Denver, Colorado. Here's the pitch from Rincon. Eli draws the walk. So Rincon struggling a little bit, finding the zone, giving up a single, a triple, and 2 walks. 3-1 game, no outs here at Joe Santos Field. This is Kareem Reyes. Pitched the game last night. He's playing second base today as Mario Arellano takes the mound. Ball is low. Ball 2. Ball outside. Again, come on down to Joe Santos Field here in Pueblo, Colorado. Check out some top-notch softball, men's fast pitch. 57 degrees, overcast weather. Little cool, but great weather for some fast pitch. Ball called strike, 3-1 count on Kareem Reyes. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit for Reyes. Trujillo headed to third, there safely, and Kareem standing up on second base. Naughty by Nature starting off strong. Looks like we had a little bit of rain last night and kind of misty even here this morning. So working balls in and out, making sure we have balls that are not wet. Could be a nuisance for the pitchers especially and the outfielders, and they're fielding the balls, trying to get that ball into the infield. Josh Tay is the batter, first baseman for Naughty by Nature. 1-0 count, no outs. Swing and a miss. We got the educators of the lineup coming up now. Josh Tejas just recently earned his master's in education. Congratulations to Josh Tejas. Quite the accomplishment, following in his mother's footstep, who is a elementary school principal. Pass ball, Trujillo decides to hold off on that. But we got Josh Tejas with his master's in education. We've got Mario Arellano, same thing. He's a teacher, high school history teacher in Denver, Colorado at George Washington High School. Also have Bobby Galena, who is the manager of the team. He's also an educator. Fly ball to right field, is able to get under it, but that's going to tag and get Eli Trujillo caught at home, trying to take it on the tag. Great throw by the right fielder, Dario Chavez. Gets under that, takes a quick step, guns him at home where Luis Ascanio was there to meet Eli Trujillo for the out. So Kareem Reyes tags and ends up at third base. Eli Trujillo caught at home for the out. And brings up Mario Ariano, the pitcher. Mario's in the box. No balls, one strike. Looks like the box is a little thick there in the dirt area. Holds off, ball one. 1-1 count. Kareem Reyes standing at third base. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Runner in scoring position, Mario Ariano batting. That's a deep fly ball to left center field. And that is out of here. Mario Ariano helping himself out with a 2-run bomb. The pitcher goes deep. Rincon kind of left that one right over the plate, and Mario Ariano takes advantage of it with a 2-run bomb, extending that lead to 5-1 as Jerry Santos has a little bit something to say to Mario Ariano. All fun and games. Cool thing to see out here in this tournament is the camaraderie between teams. Teams that maybe have never even faced each other. Teams that have never played here. Everybody seems to really get along in the softball community. Ball inside for Jacob Cordova. Shortstop for Naughty by Nature. Got a 2-0 count. Manuel Rincon, the pitcher. Luis Ascanio, the catcher. Ball high. Rincon still struggling a little bit, finding the zone. That home run ball is kind of left right over the plate for Mario Ariano. 3-0 count. And Rincon walks Jacob Cordova. So Naughty by Nature starts off strong in the bottom half of the first inning, getting to the 9-hole batter, the catcher, Ty Ariano. Right-handed batter coming up with 2 outs. Jacob Cordova on first base. Called a strike. Rincon catches that outside corner. 57-mile-an-hour pitch there. Called strike 2. That pitch catches the outside corner, as you can see on the strike zone. Ascanio outside. Ascanio thought that was definitely strike 3. Ray Alvarez says a little too high. So Ty Ariano, the catcher, up to bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Fights that one off. Jerry Santos looking to see if anybody else wants to go get that before he does. Saving his steps. He's got a long day today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Ty Ariano, the 9-hole hitter, bottom of the first inning. Takes it for ball 2. Ty battling this at bat. Works himself back into the at bat with the 2-2 count. He's switching balls out, making sure we continue to have some dry softballs. Right. Ruben Casals, their umpire out in the field. Ray Alvarez behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Ty Ariano. A little low, Ty lays off. Jacob Cordova on first base, thought about maybe taking second, but Ascanio was able to keep that ball in front of him. 5-1 ball game, Naughty by Nature ahead. Runner goes, Ty fouls that off. Got a full count, so we're looking at Jacob Cordova getting an early start on the base path as this pitch is delivered to Ty Ariano. Full count, 2 outs. Jacob Cordova on first base. Ball outside, so Ty works himself a walk. Base runner. See about maybe getting Ty a runner. Is he gonna stay on the base paths? 2 outs as the catcher. But I think Ty probably is one of the faster guys on the team, so he's gonna stay out there as the catcher on the base path. Cordova on second. Ariano moves over to second. We're back at the top of the lineup with Marcus Casados. So we have Jacob Cordova advancing to third, Ty Ariano to second. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs in the bottom half of the first inning. Naughty by Nature starting off fast with a 5-1 lead. That's a ground ball to second baseman. He's able to field that cleanly and get the speedster Casados out at first base. It's a nice play by Guillermo Rodriguez, second baseman for Denver Travelers. But a lot of damage done in the bottom half of this inning. 4 hits, 5 runs for Naughty by Nature, who take the 5-1 lead over the Denver Travelers. We'll be right back. All right, we are back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Appreciate all the viewers out there watching on Softball Premier TV. Leading off the top of the second inning is Bobby Segura, first baseman. Takes the ball high. 62 miles an hour by Mario Ariano. His catcher, Ty Ariano. Got Efren Perez on third base. Josh Tejas on first base. Marcus Casados, second baseman. And Jacob Cordova at shortstop. Mario catches him with an off-speed changeup coming in at 45 miles an hour. Called strike by Ray Alvarez. That ball had some movement as Segura watches it go by for strike 3. Mario's not one to really overpower you, but he has good placement of pitches and a lot of movement on pitches. And as you see, he has that changeup as well. That ball's hit deep. That's into center field, right over the Alpine Bank sign, has a home run. That's Morgan List. Maybe Morrison List, I'm not sure the spelling on that. Nevertheless, a nice shot out to center field. Takes Mario Ariano deep for the solo home run. Mario comes back with the 61-mile-an-hour strike. This is Dario Chavez, the right fielder, Denver Travelers. Takes a hack at it. Almost hits his on-deck batter, Dennis Rincon. But Dario Chavez falls behind 0-2. Mario knows exactly what he wants to throw. And that's a little bit of a slurve there. That ball again had some movement going from inside out. Got a perfect vantage point here, seeing that ball move. Mario definitely putting some action on that ball. Dario Chavez goes down for out number 2. Dennis Rincon up to bat. Right-handed left fielder. Takes a strike. Mario working fast right now. Feeling good, I think. Saw the same thing last night's game with Naughty by Nature, as Kareem Reyes was the pitcher. He's at second base right now, but he was working fast as well. Ground ball, that's going to be tough for Perez, unable to snatch it up. I think even if he did field it cleanly, that runner would have been on. Dennis Rincon, pretty fast there on the base path. Give that one a single. Brings up the leadoff hitter, Douglas Jesus. With Dennis Rincon on first base, 2 outs. That ball's hit deep. Santos gets under it, able to track it down for out number 3. So the Travelers put another one on the board with a solo home run by Morrison List. Our score here in Pueblo, Colorado is 5-2 in favor of Naughty by Nature. We'll be back here in just a short moment here from Pueblo, Colorado.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
Banking doesn't need to be complicated. Above all else, Alpine Bank wants to help you achieve your dreams. It's that simple. I'm Glenn Gemmeron, President of Alpine Bank. For over 50 years, our focus has been on you. And for the next 50 years and beyond, that won't change. Because a better tomorrow for our customers starts with helping their dreams come true today. Caring together.
Welcome back to the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Softball Tournament. We're here at the bottom of the second inning. Naughty by Nature, the 5-2 lead. We have left fielder Jake Galena up to bat. Drew a walk his first at bat. Takes that one in for a strike. Looks like good to see Manuel Rincon starting off on top. That one's a little high. We got a 1-1 count here for Jake Galena. Swing and a miss, a little bit behind that 64-mile-an-hour pitch there. Jake falls in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jake, the son of Another player on Naughty by Nature, Bobby Galena, who is not in the starting lineup right now. You may see him a little bit later. But the younger Galena here, batting 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off to the right side. A little behind that pitch. Galena steps in again with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Rincon switches that ball out. Opts for a maybe drier softball, get a better grip. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jake Galena. Escanio sets up outside. Gets it outside, a little too much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manuel Rincon, the pitcher. Luis Escanio, the catcher. Again, lines up outside. Rincon cannot find the zone there. So Galena works himself back into a full count. Walked his first time up bat. Looking for a base hit or a base on balls, I'm sure. Goes for the swing and misses that for out number 1. So now we have the third baseman, Efren Perez. Last at bat, hit a shot to right center for a stand-up triple. Takes the ball low. Efren, a switch hitter, had an at bat lefty yesterday. Back in the right-handed stance here. Takes that one. Thinks that's a little low. Comes in at 64 miles an hour, but our strike zone catcher says that was absolutely a strike. Escanio wants that ball outside a bit. Perez gets it, it's filled cleanly, but he's got the wheels, but not able to beat it out as the second baseman, Guillermo Rodriguez, fields that cleanly and throws Perez out for out number 2. So we have Eli Trujillo. I played with this guy in softball and he was probably like 16 or 17 years old. It's good to see him out here. The nephew of Mark Torres, or as he's known here in Pueblo as Sea-Dog. 1 ball, no strikes on Trujillo. Fouls that one off. Two outs here for Trujillo, center fielder for Naughty by Nature. Gets that, catches a hop right over the second baseman, Guillermo Rodriguez. So Eli gets himself a base hit. His first at bat, he drew a walk, so he is 1 for 1 today. Brings up second baseman, Kareem Reyes. 2 outs, a 5-2 ball game. Rincon catches the corner there. 65-mile-an-hour pitch. No balls, 1 strike here for Kareem Reyes. That's high. Eli takes off to second. Escanio picks up the ball. Gets the ball there in time, but called safe by field umpire Ruben Casals. Still a great throw by Luis Escanio. Ball gets by him, gets a good bounce off the fence and fires it off to second, but not in time to catch Eli Trujillo, who is now on second base with 2 outs. So fouled off ball there by Kareem Reyes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trujillo on second base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Ball outside, but Ascanio is able to track it down, keeping Eli Trujillo at second base. Ascanio encouraging Rincon. Inside pitch, just misses Reyes. Got a full count here, 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Naughty by Nature looking to add to their 5-2 lead. Swing and a miss. Rincon with the heater. 67-mile-an-hour pitch on the outside corner. Gets Kareem swinging, going down for out number 3. No runs scored in this inning. So the score remains 5-2 in favor of Naughty by Nature. We'll be back here in a short moment. Yeah, in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
Welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado for the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We have a good matchup with Naughty by Nature, the home team, against the Denver Travelers, batting now. That's a base hit for Guillermo Rodriguez, the second baseman. Waste no time. Takes a cut at that first pitch for a base hit. That brings up the Travelers catcher, Luis Ascanio. I was giving a little bit of razzing him a little bit earlier as I couldn't read his score, his lineup. He helped me out with that. Nice play by Reyes. That second hop, he's able to eat up and get the force out at second. Ascanio on first base on the fielder's choice. That brings up the pitcher, cleanup hitter, Manuel Rincon. Ground ball to shortstop. Cordova unable to field it cleanly. So that's Rincon on first base. Ascanio at second base. And Mike Segura, the third baseman, up to bat, grounded out his first at bat. Mario Arellano pitching. Ty Arellano, his catcher. Ball is outside for ball 1. Runners on first and second with 1 out. It's a little high, but Arellano is able to track it down. Keep that ball in front of him. No pass balls is his goal. Going. Ascanio safe at third on the dropped ball by Ty Arellano. He still has a great toss to third, but just does not catch up to Ascanio. So Segura earns a walk. 4 straight balls Mario Arellano throws there. That loads the bases. So Bobby Segura, the batter. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Got him at first, at second and first. Double play. So So Naughty by Nature gets out of a jam with bases loaded, 1 out, and turns the double play, keeping the Travelers off the scoreboard and keeping that lead at 5-2. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 3rd inning here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We're back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament, sponsored by Alpine Bank, Angeles Chapel, Waste Management, Heart and Soul Cafe, and the Arriaga family, in memory of Paula Maxine Arriaga. We're here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning with Josh Tay as the first baseman up to bat. Manuel Rincon, the pitcher, Luis Escanio, the catcher. That ball is high, off the fence. One ball, no strikes on Tellez. Ball is outside. Escanio and Rincon have a little conversation on the mound. Escanio telling Rincon, just relax. Two balls, no strikes. That is a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Josh Tellez. Three and 1 count for Tellez. Calls a walk. He's hustling down first baseline, thinking about maybe taking 2. But Escanio hustles that ball down, keeps Tellez at first base. Now we have the pitcher, Mario Arellano, who had a 2-run home run last at bat. Escanio moving that center fielder over a tad, wants him to play straight up. And a little back, it looks like. So Tellez, or Arellano, bunts that ball. Tellez able to make it safely at first base. So Arellano gets on with a 265-foot shot his first at-bat, and then he gets on with a little 4-foot shot on his second at-bat. So using all areas of the field, the veteran Mario Arellano. '23, Douglas Jesus banged up a little bit, the shortstop on that play. Looks like he's checking his hand. He's holding his midsection as well. Hopefully he's able to shake that off. Naughty by Nature getting something started here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runners on first and second. Tellez at second, Arellano at first. And Jacob Cordova, the batter. Jacob had a walk his first at-bat. Shortstop takes the first pitch for 1 ball, no strikes. Tellez taking a look as Escanio flicks that ball back to second base. Strong arm by the catcher, Luis Ascanio. Keeping Tejas honest over there on second base. Cordova with the pitch here. Takes it. Got a 3-0 count. He's advised. Coach says take this pitch, make him earn it. And he earns a walk, loading up the bases. So Jacob Cordova takes the walk. All right, we have a pinch hitter for the catcher, Ty Ariano. This is Anthony Icabone batting for Ty Ariano. Ty will re-enter the game as catcher, but Anthony Icabone will be taking this at-bat for him. Ty Ariano, team player, because I might be a little upset. Working hard behind the plate and not earning my at-bat. And with Rincon struggling, might have want to held off on Icabone. Ty, I believe, had a walk his first at-bat. So Anthony Icabone, the batter, with bases loaded, 1-1 count. Strike called. Ascanio tries to pick off Tejas at third, but that ball gets by the third baseman and brings in Tejas and Ariano for 2 more runs for Naughty by Nature. Ill-advised pickoff there, especially with 2 strikes on the batter. Bases were loaded. You had a force out all around, all bases. But Ascanio chooses to try to pick off Tejas at third, but that gets by the third baseman, Mike Segura. And 2 runs are scored on that error. Ball low, gets by Ascanio. But Cordova holds at third. Probably a smart play with no outs. You hope that got the top of the lineup coming up after Icabone. Ball high. Cordova thought about it, goes back, gets back safely. Ascanio has a heck of an arm. Both catchers today have strong arms. That ball is high. Icabone draws a walk, who was batting for Ty Ariano, the catcher. Ty Ariano will re-enter. Looks like Bobby Galena is warming up on deck. Not sure if he's gonna check himself in the game. We have Marcus Casados up to bat. Holds off for strike 1. No outs with Icabone on first base. Naughty by Nature's already put up 2 in this inning on the error, throwing error on Ascanio. Marcus shows bunt, pulls back. He's got the green light. Icabone on first, Jacob Cordova on third base. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit, bringing in Cordova. Icabone takes third, thinks about home. As a left fielder, bobbles the ball. That's Dennis Rincon out in left field. So Marcus, it's a base hit. And on the bobble in left field, he takes second. That's 2 hits for the leadoff hitter, Marcus Casados. Got Jake Galena. He has a walk and a strikeout. Ball is outside, but Ascanio eats it up. Galena. 1 ball, no strike, no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Takes it inside. 2 balls, 1 strike on Galena. Oh, Rincon goes with the slingshot pitch there, but that hits Galena in the leg. It looks like Rincon might be a little frustrated. He's been throwing windmill all game, and then that last pitch, he changed it up and goes to the slingshot. Lost a little control of it and hits Galena. That loads the bases. So Naughty by Nature have the bases loaded with no outs. And the 3-hole hitter, Efren Perez, is coming up to bat as he's talking with his coach, Bobby Galena, trying to settle him down and make sure that he gets himself a good pitch to hit. It's Perez, definitely one of the stronger hitters. Looks like we're going to have number 23, shortstop, switch in for Rincon. So that's Douglas Jesus, who has taken the mound. Going to give him a few pitches to warm up as Perez tries to measure him up a little bit in the on-deck circle. He'll be the next batter. Perez probably stands about 6'2", 6'3" maybe. Big kid from Venezuela. Moved to Colorado in his high school years, graduated from Pueblo East. Great athlete in Perez. So again, in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, we have base. This is probably the person you want up to bat with this situation. No outs, bases loaded. Perez takes himself a deep breath, gets into the box. As Douglas Jesus takes over on the pitcher's mound. It's a little low. If I'm Perez, I'm looking for just one spot. If he doesn't hit that spot, I'm laying off. Jesus falls behind, 2 balls, no strikes. Scano, the catcher. Takes that one in for a strike. Perez agrees. Not the pitch he was looking for, though. 2 balls, 1 strike, bases loaded with no outs. Perez at bat. That's inside and low. So Douglas Jesus falls behind, 3-1 count with the 3-hole hitter Perez at bat. Perez takes a big swing at that one. And that is a full count now for Efren Perez with bases loaded, no outs. Takes it for ball 4, so that's going to draw a walk for Perez and bring in Ichabone for the 9th run of the inning, or of the game, excuse me, for Naughty by Nature. So now we have Eli Trujillo, graduated from Pueblo County. A big horse enthusiast is Trujillo. See him riding horses on social media a lot. Jesus shakes off the sign, finds something he likes. A little high. 2 balls, no strikes with bases loaded, no outs. The cleanup hitter, Trujillo, up to bat. Oh, and that gets him. The catcher and the umpire So Jesus hits Eli with the pitch, but he picks up the trifecta. That goes off of Eli, the catcher, and the umpire. It looks like Escanio might be taking over on the mound, perhaps. Manuel Rincon is putting on the catcher's gear, making sure he has the buckles fastened on the outside, not the inside. So Rincon is coming in to catch. We know that for sure. And it looks like Luis Escanio is going to come in to pitch. Switching out gloves. You know, maybe I thought Ruben Casals was going to throw here as the umpire, but he decided not to. Escanio looks to measure up. He's a pretty tall young man, finding his landing spot. Probably should have someone out in the field, maybe warm Luis up as Rincon gets the gear on. But I'm the only one with that idea, I guess. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. All right, we are back here at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Took a short break for the pitching change. Luis Escanio, the catcher, is now taken over as the pitcher. Manuel Rincon is the catcher. And Douglas Jesus, who pitched to a couple batters of Naughty by Nature, but he only lasted about 2 batters, so Escanio takes over here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That ball's hit deep. And that is a home run for number 7, Kareem Reyes, grand slam. 4-run shot to left center field. And that's the home team there. We'll see. That is a 14-2 score there. That might be it. 14-2, that is the ball game. So Kareem Reyes steps in and takes Luis Escanio. His first pitch deep. That's a grand slam to end the game, 14-2. So Naughty by Nature getting the bats together in this first game with 7 hits against the Travelers' 3 hits. Naughty by Nature had 1 error, but they managed to push 14 runs through the game with 20 minutes left. Check out the replay. Kareem admiring his work there. As you can see, Escanio kind of laughing it off after the pitch. But that was a great game. Lots of offensive power there. Naughty by Nature takes the win 14-2 here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We'll be back in action with the next game here shortly.
For the latest in softball innovation, the website where you can experience the best tournaments in the Americas. Live games, news, tournaments, and much, much more. The best quality live softball, on demand so you can watch when you want. Become a Premier member now. SoftballPremierTV.com. Live it on Softball Premier.